And what are the big mistakes that you've seen people make on LinkedIn?
Sure, I can talk about that for a long time. Well, it starts with the photo. My gosh, I mean, I cannot believe people put photos on LinkedIn where they're standing next to somebody with their hand around them, cut off the hand, they have sunglasses on, they don't look professional. It's shocking to see some of the photos on there, and the profile photos specifically. And that is where LinkedIn starts. It's the first image, it's the first impression. You better get the photo right. The second thing is the profile. I mean, the profile starts with 10 titles of careers. It's like people don't know, do they want to be this, or that? And they have 3 options or 4 options just to make them feel they don't miss one of the connections. You know what I'm saying? That people can see what they're doing. So, and I think LinkedIn should not be any more about job titles. I think LinkedIn should be what's your why, what you're standing for, what you want to achieve. And therefore, your profile title becomes very important to me. And then the summary. My gosh, you get summaries that is just going nowhere. To me, a summary, that first 5 lines that you can now see on the profile should say why, how, when, what, all the whys, as I call it, all the whats. And if you can get that right, because you've got 30 seconds and maybe 1 minute, so get the front page right, and then get the inside right, in case somebody really is interested, you want to see your CV, want to understand what society you belong to, what pro bono work you're doing, but focus on those 3. Now, that's the profile. But the biggest mistake comes from automation. Answer everything with somebody answering it for you, either appointing somebody or using the apps to answer for you. That is a problem. You can't do that. Maybe you can do that when you become bigger and you're running a commercial business and so on, but not while you're building a profile and a personal brand. So stay away from trying to do those type of things. The second thing is, you can't connect to a person and immediately send him a message, I want to do business with you. It just doesn't exist, because there's over 400 million people on LinkedIn, I think, and it's just too big. And therefore, when you, and the third thing, and people may say, yeah, but Kobus, you're saying this, but you got 22,000. I have a different model, and that's why I have 24. I need a big platform, because it's about the profession, not about sales and so on. But in my opinion, get to 500 connections, consolidate the 500 connections, and then really, depending on what business you are in, you shouldn't be connected to more than 1,000 people or 1,500 people, because how are you going to communicate with them? How are you going to relate with them? How are you going to interact with them? And how are you going to build a virtual relationship with them?
Now, what would you say is a secret to your success on LinkedIn? Maybe the one thing or 2.
You know, it's difficult to talk about yourself, but maybe without saying what I think, I can say what other few people has told me. The thing that stands out, I think, the most importantly is I'm authentic. I do it for the right why. I do it for profession. I do it with passion. And I am honest and ethical and authentic about what I do. Maybe secondly, I believe in sharing. I believe in first giving before I ask, before I take. And thirdly, it's the thought leadership. I think the thought leadership, and it may be a publication of 1,800 words, or it may be a 150 word post. But thought leadership does differentiate yourself from the rest of the LinkedIn users.
And last but not least, Kobus, what is next for the brand Kobus Kleyn?
I would like to see the brand get stronger, because I believe you should never be arrogant, never lay back, never become bigger in the game. I think the brand must stay empowered, very much so, by utilizing the tools of LinkedIn. I would like to finish my book series of 5. That's been an objective that, you know, Nick, me and you discussed, and if it wasn't for you, my first book would have never been out, and that was my only objective. And now we're talking 5 books of a series. So, and why? Because I want to write about things I love. And my next book, Accelerate Your Brand, mastering the brand is exactly what we're talking about now. I believe that I want to use a branding book and write a branding book with the power of social media and not the old style, because it's a new style of personal branding. And I believe my Accelerate Your Brand book that's coming out next year in 2019 will help a lot of young people, business people, people that believe in only a company brand, not a personal brand, but even companies can use my social media book on Accelerate Your Brand that's going to come out. So there's a lot to happen still, but I want to evolve the power of LinkedIn much more. I really believe we're only at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to social media and specifically LinkedIn.
Can you maybe give us a sneak preview of your book?
Well, it's in process, and when I fly around, I write a bit, and I believe you eat the elephant piecemeal by piecemeal. The sneak preview is the focus will be it will be on personal branding, obviously, but it will be personal branding on social media. It will be how to use social media, how to use personal branding, how to use networking, how to use the public domain, how to use Google, how to put it out there that people know you long before you know them. How to put it out there that when you walk into that networking meeting, you are established. When you connect on LinkedIn, people want to connect to you because you've got that strong brand. And that acceleration is how do we accelerate instead of waiting 10 years to build a brand? Because this is the key, why I called the book Accelerate Your Brand. How do you go from the old style of 25 years, 15 years, 20 years, 10 years, or even 5 years to create a brand? I believe with the right social media tools, you can within 1 year create a good brand. Within 2 years, a solid brand. Within 3 years, a powerful brand. Within 4 years, a significant brand. And within 5 years, a brand that will lead to self-actualization that you cannot understand. And that's where I believe my book will make a big difference.
Well, thank you so much, Kobus. And thank you for sharing your insights and to keep evolving and motivating us to keep evolving our own brand.
It's my pleasure, absolutely, always, Dr. Nick.